What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF family channel, people. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell button, and if you can, people, donate to the channel. Go to OBF the Real down there, strolling at the bottom, people. OBF the Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate any donations to help the channel keep moving and pushing, people. Make sure you share the videos and share the live streams, people. You know how we do, people. I ain't do this in a minute. This new studio is hooked up. You know how we doing, people. So we gotta hit it off right. Hit my theme music.
Everybody put your hands up to the ceiling. You now rockin' with to a New York's illest. Mystery Revenge and the narcissist Tizzy. We about to cook it up, watch the pot sizzle. Y'all want it hot balls, then please pay attention. I make moves with these lines like I'm playing Tetris. A Lower East Side, baby, raised up in the trenches. If rap don't work, then I gotta play them bitches. Either way, I'm spitting crack, aiming for the fences. My eyes on the prize, and you know I gotta get it. Attitude like Pops, but I look way different. Haters can't see me, they got poor vision. I'm a Tan Panther, swagger Rican on a mission. Prolific, how I'm speaking to existence. I don't gang bang, but it's money over bitches. Independent, but I still push it to the limit. Real rap, no gimmicks, we not kidding. You can't stand the heat, then stay the fuck about the kitchen. Straight facts, you know we spit it how we live it. All we need is a hot New York nigga.
Yeah, I'm a leader. Ava Rex and Adidas. It's Jake Jizzle the Reapers. It's Chronic was called Reaper. I see your lady Skeeter. I know it's cheaper to keep her. You call her your little diva. 607 on my people. Yeah, laugh now and cry later. Despise haters. I'm God's favorite. Eyes of the wise. Don't lie, player. It's all truth. Either in and out of the booth. I make it big. All of y'all will be giving me loot. Now put a band on it. 100 grand on it. If you're at the top of the throne, well, I stand on it. Big King Circus, whack rappers, they make me nervous. Talking shit, Johnny Five got a bevy for circus. So what's the purpose? I'm that nigga you worship, and that's the penalty for you niggas being the circuit. So what's it worth it? Top 5, better than live. LES will always be strong if we unify.
Real rap, no gimmicks, we not kidding. You can't stand the heat, then stay the fuck about the kitchen. Straight facts, you know we spit it how we live it. All we need is a hot New York minute.
Shout out to my brother, True from New York. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my brother's channel, Jizzle 5537 YouTube channel. Get some of this good music right there, people. Hot fucking song called Hot, a hot New York minute. Make sure y'all go check that song out on his YouTube thing. Hit that like button, subscribe to that channel, people, as well. All right, y'all know how we do, people. Let's get this thing started. All right, people, welcome to the OBF family channel, people. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you guys can get these live streams when they come in, people. Make sure you guys go to the Cash App, go to OBF the Real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate it. I'm your host, Mr. OBF, back up in the building. We in the new studio, people. Hopefully y'all like the setup, people. This is the OBF part of the studio, people. Over this way, that'll be the Mr. OBF just the OBF family setup. That's the Mr. OBF setup over there, people. So hopefully y'all like the setup, people. Let's get into it, people. Got a lot of things to get into today, people. Well, a couple of things, ain't a lot of things, but a couple of things. Excuse me. Hopefully we can get some OBF family members in today, people. We got I'm gonna do a show here, and then I'm gonna do a live stream show in Mr. OBF. So make sure you guys go to Mr. OBF YouTube channel and subscribe to that channel. Hit that bell button, and you know, hit them like buttons on some of them videos. I'm gonna be doing videos over in the new setup over there in the studio. So make sure you guys, right after this live stream, go to Mr. OBF YouTube channel. Listen, people. Let's get into. Listen, I keep telling y'all about police brutality. People keep. I had somebody hit me a while ago, send me an email, and was like, "Why you focus so much on the police?" Because it's out of control. It's almost like you can't really, like, to a certain extent, a lot of people can't really go out and live their life. You know, the police got way too much power for me. They're out here, you know, using the power that they do have to bully people and to hold on, people, and to the point that where people don't know how to interact with the police, and then you get conflicts. You know, you get these things that where, like, with the police, you start interacting with them, and you know, they get rude, they get smart, they take shit way to a whole nother level. They don't know how to de-escalate a situation. They escalate situations, and sometimes, you know, it be victims, it be people that got victimized, and they you know, they're a little, you know, amped up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the police, instead of them coming to de-escalate or calm the situation down or show some type of compassion or empathy and shit, they come straight on some tough guy profiling, racial shit sometimes. You know, like I said, I got a couple of clips. I think I got like 3 clips here to where I'm gonna show you that we got one clip where, and I think it's West Virginia, where some police officers, this is the one right now, the West Virginia joint, that where the police officers in there. And listen, I keep telling people about West Virginia. It's a lot of racist ass police out there, and I don't give a fuck. It's a lot of racist people in fucking West Virginia. Okay, listen, they, you know, these cops acting a fucking fool. They acting like they want to fight the dudes that was in, like, it was a bar fight. Listen, mind you, these were some Hispanic dudes, some Puerto Rican dudes, Mexican dudes, whatever, right? They are, we'll get into it. I think they was just there, you know, they had like it was a job or something that they had there or whatever, or they was on a camping trip. And then, you know, it's a local bar, and I keep telling people about these like back outwood shits of like bars and stores and gas stations and shit like that. It's really racist people that live in these areas, and they work at these entities, right? Because they're not used to seeing minorities and black people in their part of the state or in their neighborhoods. They're not used to that in their community. So when these people come, they automatically get on some racist shit. So my understanding from this, it was a couple of Latino, Puerto Rican brothers or whatever they was, and they was out there camping, and they went to a local bar. They was playing pool. Some racist shit was said. And it, you know, and they wound up getting to like a kind of like almost a bar fight. But you might say a brawl, a bar fight. So they got into that. The police come. The police automatically go to them because the people that the establishment most likely got racist people in it that probably run it and own it. And so they automatically say those guys started it, right? The police, instead of the police coming to the situation of like, hey, I'm not judging nobody until I get there, right? Like they don't have that. They automatically go on some, you know, you supposed to hear both sides and then you make your conclusion of it. You know what I mean? Because you got one side, you got one accusation, then you got another accusation, and the truth is somewhere in the middle, right? And so the police supposed to play neutral in that situation unless you got enough evidence to say, hey, this is happening, right? They don't do that. And so they escalate a situation mainly because the dude that they're yelling, they're recording, and they got information from the people that work there that basically said that, hey, you know, they the one started it, they started the fight or whatever, and the police automatically assumed that that's what happened because these are a bunch of racist ass West Virginia hillbillies, okay? And I'm just being real. Ain't no disrespect to a lot of good people that live in West Virginia, but it's a lot of racist motherfuckers in West Virginia, just like it is in Maryland, okay? We not gonna play this game, all right? So let's get into this. Let's get into this situation here, people. Hold on, make sure.
A girl punched me first. I gotta go to the hospital. My jaw hurts really bad.
You're doing an awful lot of talking for hurting awful bad.
He got jumped by 8 guys.
Now, let's just stop it there. Now, let me say something, man. Shout out to my brother True up in the building, man. Shout out to my brother True up in the building. Listen, right there, he not de-escalating the situation. He's escalating it. He's not like, you know, he's like, well, you awfully talking a lot that your jaw, you know, you're talking a lot because so-called your jaw is supposed to be broken. Listen, your jaw could be fucked up. I done seen people jaws fractured and shit like that and still can talk. He's not a fucking doctor. The police is not a doctor. You supposed to say, okay, look, let me get you some medical help. All right? You guys calm down. You know, they saying this, y'all saying this. Let me and my team, let me and my guys get together and see what we come to. Okay? Maybe this is a misunderstanding or something happened or whatever. Y'all saying y'all part, they saying their part. Let me be the adult. Let me be the law enforcement. A motherfucker say, look, y'all go back the way y'all was. Listen, y'all can't come back here. All right? We don't want this to happen anymore, so y'all don't come back here. All right? And I'm going to tell them that you ain't going to be able to come back here. No. Not the punk-ass police. The punk-ass police, they come and automatically the Mexican brother or Latino brother telling them what happened. He got punched. He told him his story. And he said, well, I need a doctor. Need to go to the hospital. My jaw feel like it's broke. You know what I mean? It hurts. Instead of him saying that, I mean, instead of him leaving it as that, the police got to escalate it. Well, you're talking awfully a lot for somebody's jaw to be broken. Like, come on, man. This is the shit I'm talking about. You escalating a situation where you don't have to. Shout out to my brother LT in the building, man. Happy belated birthday to my brother, my little brother LT, man. OBF family right there. Listen, man. It was weird for me yesterday. I felt a little under the weather. Plus, I had got bad news that my uncle passed away, and it was my little brother's birthday. So I was like all around not in a good space. So shout out to my little brother, man. Hope you have many more blessings and shit of your birthday of living, and just keep living life, little bro. You know what I'm saying? He turned 20 yesterday. So shout out to him. But let's get into it. I'm gonna go back a little bit, and I want y'all to hear it.
I gotta go to the hospital. My jaw hurts really bad.
You're doing an awful lot of talking for hurting awful bad.
He got jumped by 8 guys. I think one girl spawned with 1 punch.
All right. That's not the story we're getting. We got umpteen million different versions.
Right. There's a camera up there. Don't.
Oh,
I don't want to hear yours. You know what? I don't.
And
I don't want to hear your story. I want to go to the hospital.
Excuse you?
I want to go to the hospital.
You better back.
Now, mind you, and I'm gonna tell y'all this again. I keep telling you about these country ass police officers. When I even listen, and there's no disrespect to country people, man. I ain't saying all y'all. When I hear country ass white people, some country ass white people, and they law enforcement, automatically my antennas go up on some racist shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You call it profiling, call it whatever you may want to look at it. I get a little skeptical. You hear what he said? He said, well, y'all, I'm hearing all these different conflicting stories. Well, okay then. All right, you heard their part. You heard the other people part. Now you got to say, okay, sir, we heard what you said. Let's get you some medical attention. But you automatically get smart with him when he tell you, I need to get my my jaw hurt. And then he says, well, your jaw awfully hurt so bad. You talking awfully a lot that your jaw hurt, right? That your jaw is hurting. Now, you already coming off on some fuck shit that you already kind of being biased right there, right? Now, instead of him just letting it be and say, look, all right, y'all said y'all part. Let me and my guys get together. Y'all stand right here. Let us talk, and we gonna come up with a conclusion. Let's see where we gonna go from here. That's it. We gonna get you some medical help. We sent for medical help. So it's on the way or whatever the blah, blah, blah. Right? He didn't do that. He escalated the situation just like punk-ass police do. And I keep telling y'all about police. This is why they get a bad rap. Because of how they handle these little-ass situations. These ain't major. Mind you, whatever the crime that East Side said happened, or whatever happened before that, it's already done. I told you the police come when the shit is over. A very high percentage in the 90th percentile, they come when the crime is over. The crime already happened already. So a lot of times they only there to investigate. Instead of them investigating, instead of trying to flex and shit and bully and do all the fucking crooked shit that they do, instead of doing that, they should be handling these situations well, but they don't. Because they got to be the center of attention. It's almost like some ego shit. But anyway, one of the dudes, I think the dude that got the camera, tells him, like, well, he basically said, well, the cops say, well, there's a lot of confusing stories going on. He said, well, all you got to do is just check the video camera. Now, mind you, these are supposed to be law enforcement. These are supposed to be the motherfuckers that know how to do shit. Like, the first thing I would think, like, all right, your shit is, okay, you said what you said. We got any cameras right here? Mind you, we in the modern day of cameras. So, my thing that I hear everybody, let's check the cameras. See how this shit goes before we make a decision. A real big part of it, they don't want to do their job. They don't do shit anyway, and I mean that shit. The police really don't do shit. Okay? Now, a lot of times they don't even want to do that little shit that I just said, to go check in and investigate and check the cameras and see what the fuck is happening. They don't want to do that. And then they sit there and act like, oh, you getting smart with them. The dude said, listen, I don't want to hear your story, man. His jaw hurt. He fucked up. He hurting right now. He shouldn't have said it, but he said it. Then the fucking police sitting there, what'd you say? You heard what he said. He got the right to say whatever the fuck he want. They act like you can't say nothing back to them. Man, listen. Okay, man. And then, mind you, he said the dude walked up to him. No, he didn't. The cop approached him. And then he raised up. That's normal, natural reactions when somebody approach you on some tough guy shit. Anyway, shout out to my brother Talking and Grubbing. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my brother's channel. Go to Talking and Grubbing Media YouTube channel and subscribe to my brother's channel and show some love over there. Let's get back into this, man.
You better back up out of my face or your jaw is definitely going to be broken.
I want to go to the hospital.
You understand me?
I understand you completely. I want to go to the...
Now, mind you, and I want to make this very, very clear. He's not talking like he's law enforcement. He's talking like he gangster. That's gangster talk. He's talking like he right those hands. I'm gonna really break your jaw. I'm gonna really make your jaw. Like, come on, bro. Listen, I don't give a fuck who you. I'm a grown ass man. If another grown ass, I don't give a fuck you got on a goddamn badge and your gun. You talk to me like that, that mean you want to fight. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, sir. Hold on. Who you talking to like that? Oh, time out. First of all, don't talk to me like you want to fight. I said, if you want to fight, take your badge and your gun off. We can fight. But you ain't going to do that. You're going to stand behind that badge. So stop talking like you're a tough guy. See, couldn't be me. But that's what I said. People better than me. These situations better. Now the Lord, young Mexican brother calms down. Say, yeah, I understand you very well. All right. He is de-escalating the situation. But the cop is now continue to keep escalating the situation like the cowards a lot of them are. Let's move on, people. Shit is ridiculous.
I'm gonna go.
Don't ever get in my
Why
face
not?
again.
Because you're white.
Here we see the aftermath of an alleged bar fight in West
mind
Virginia.
you, he's in his face yelling, "Don't you ever!" Yo, who the fuck you talking to, brother? That's all right, man. You know these young folks too. These young dudes. I'm a grown ass man. That other grown ass man ain't talking to me like that. We will be fighting. We just gotta have to do whatever you want to really do now. Cause that means you ain't got no respect. So now listen, you ain't got no respect. Let's do what you want. Do what you want to do. You put your fucking hands on me, we're gonna have a problem. Oh, you threaten me? No, it ain't no threat. I'm just telling you, you put your hands on me, it's gonna be a problem. You in my face like you want to put your hands on me. So what is it? You do what you gotta do. Listen, people better than me, man. I'm just telling y'all, I'm glad I don't have these situations. Like I said, y'all will see me on TV, nigga. Just telling y'all that now. And it ain't about being tough and none of that shit. This is about respect. These police officers don't have respect for regular people. They think they're above the law. They act like it. They talk like it. I keep showing you, letting y'all hear these situations over and over again to show you all around the fucking country, no matter where you are, it's a lot of these police officers that be out of pocket. They have no respect for regular people. They really truly think they're above the law. They think that you can't say nothing. I say what the fuck I want to say. You don't get to threaten me or talk about or threaten to arrest me physically threaten me or threaten me of you going to arrest me because I said something that you don't like. I didn't threaten you. All the dude said was, I don't want to hear that shit no more. And he got the right to say that. So the cop don't got the right to threaten him, get all up in his face, yelling and screaming and shit. Anyway, man, people better than me, man.
West Virginia, and as the officers are gathering info about the incident, one officer has to prove he's a big, tough guy.
You want to go to jail, don't you?
I don't. I want to go to the
Just
hospital.
shut the hell up and
Why?
back up.
Why?
Because I just...
Wow. This motherfucker say, you want to go to jail, huh? Well, shut the fuck up and back up. You keep approaching him. Listen, I don't know what law enforcement, what y'all think, or the justice system. This man is talking like he a gangster. He's talking like he on the street or something. He's talking like he a regular citizen. That's how he's talking. Man, that'll get your ass whipped. And I tell that motherfucker, do what you want to do, what you got to do. But you ain't gonna sit there and keep talking to me like that. Listen, man, I don't know where niggas. Oh man, listen, man. I'm far from scared of the fucking police. Listen, man. You gonna talk to me with respect. And if you're not, then well, fuck it. We go wherever you want to go with it. You don't get the listen. It's crazy that, and they make up charges and shit because it say like if the dude just say, well, you know what, sir, don't even worry about it. I ain't saying shit else. Do what you got to do. He get irritated and get more upset about that, but he want to sit there and degrade you or telling you to shut the fuck up. Yeah, all right. First of all, you got the freedom to say whatever the fuck you want to say. I tell people you got the freedom and the right to shut the fuck up too and stop talking to these punk ass police. On some real shit. Because first of all, they straight approached me. I'd have said, sir, all you got to do is check the cameras. I ain't got nothing else to say. There ain't nothing else I'm going to say. I got the right to remain silent. Check the cameras if you want to know what really happened. That's it. That's all everybody around got to say. Or one person say. And everybody shut the fuck up. You ain't got to keep going back and forwards with the police. I told y'all that's one of the things I learned from interactions with police. They are intentionally trying to antagonize you so they can do this type of bullshit and then try to act like their life is being threatened. They feel like they proud of whatever the fuck going on in their world, right? Because they probably ain't getting no pussy at home or no dick at home. Because a lot of them be hiding that they gay. A lot of them probably is gay. I ain't got a problem with gay people or gay cops, but I'm just saying. They in the closet. They ain't get no dick or no pussy at home, and they acting stupid. And so they got the home shit going on, and they don't know how to leave that shit at home and come to work and do their job. You know what I mean? So let's move on.
Because First Amendment. I don't want to go. Am I doing something wrong? I need to go to the hospital. I have a dislocated jaw.
You talking off damn good.
You know what? Because I'm a soldier. That's what it is. I'm a soldier. You don't know where the I came from. I need to go to the hospital. I need to.
Then shut the hell up and start walking toward the ambulance before you up.
Why? Why are you gonna fuck me up? Over there? Why are you gonna fuck me up? What the
now mind you. Now let me just say this. Just off of that, the guy did not threaten him. He just said, I need to go to the hospital. My jaw's hurt. The cop still antagonized him, talking about you talk awfully loud. Same bullshit he did in the beginning. And then what'd he say? You go over there and shut the fuck up. Go over there to the ambulance before I fuck you up. Right there, he should be fired. He should never ever be in law enforcement. He shouldn't be a security guard no more. He's talking like he's some type of motherfucking street dude. That's citizen talk. He talking gangster. Some shit that if he didn't have that badge or that gun, and he'd have rolled up on somebody like that, he'd have rolled up on that dude, he'd have got his ass whipped. All these cops want to be tough guys till they take that motherfucking badge and gun off. Right there. That's why I don't want to hear the Blue Lives Matter people, the racist ass people. I don't want to hear none of y'all stupid ass shit. You see these videos and you telling me that's okay for law enforcement to talk to this dude like that? So that means the law enforcement people, which basically telling me, well, they can talk to you like that then. You have no problem if this officer, I call them domestic terrorists, these domestic terrorist police officers like him, talk to you and your children in front of you or to your children like that. It's no problem. If you're telling me that, then you deserve these police, these domestic terrorist police, but we don't. We don't want them in our neighborhoods. We don't want them. Let them work in your neighborhood. For all the fuck we care. But they do not deserve to be in communities, so-called protecting and serving these communities when they act like this. Get him the fuck up out of there. He should be fired. Fuck a suspension. Fuck training. They teach you this shit in training to de-escalate, not escalate situations. They teach you not to be talking to citizens like this. This ain't no shit that you gotta go back and get retrained for. And don't tell me, oh, he was having a bad day. Motherfucker, I have bad days all the time. I don't go around disrespecting people. The fuck out of here. If you don't know how to conduct yourself having a bad day, right? What this ain't a good occupation for you. I remember when I did an interview or something, right? They ask you, how good are you of interacting with others? So I know goddamn well that before these dumbass motherfuckers get hired or even go to the police academy, when they get their interview, that is part of what they act. I mean, part of what they ask them. How do you interact with others? Man, they ask custodians that shit. You gotta know how to control yourself and conduct yourself being a fucking custodian, nigga. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? We're talking about police officers. And he don't know how to conduct himself? Come on, man. Never mind. But Blue Lives Matter, huh? Yeah, all right.
Okay, are you gonna me up?
Even after clearly seeing that this man is hurt, the officer continues to goad the man into another physical altercation while continuing to escalate things further than they already are.
Yep.
Yeah, put your hands behind your back.
Told you. He got his feelings hurt. Whatever the fuck was going through his mind, whatever it was going on with him, he got his feelings hurt. Oh, nope. Turn around. Listen, I'm going to tell everybody this once again. If you're not threatening the police, they cannot arrest you for talking, regardless if they don't like what you're saying out your mouth. You ain't threatening them. You just saying, why you threatening me? Oh, he was asking, what you gonna whip my ass for? You can listen. The police should not listen. First of all, it's against the fucking law. They cannot arrest you for asking questions. They can't arrest you for fucking talking. They can't arrest you because they don't like what's coming out of your mouth. If you're not threatening them or threatening other people to bring harm to others, it's no reason for them to detain you or arrest you. Listen, I'm gonna continue to say this. Motherfuckers be talking about other countries and shit, of their laws and how they do the dictator countries and shit. What the fuck do you think the police are doing in America? They are no different than them. How all those dictator countries is. Actually, believe it or not, they're worse over here because our country lies to us and tell us that everybody gets held accountable for their actions, which is not true. The police got immunity. They get to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They get to investigate themselves. They don't even hold themselves accountable. We know that they don't even hold themselves accountable, so why is the fuck they investigating themselves? And I want to, listen, I think we need to change the law that when it comes to police officers, right? Because we got to hold them at a higher standards. Listen, if you got more than, I say 10 complaints, motherfucker, if you got 3 or 4, if you got 3 complaints of police brutality, people saying you roughed them up real bad and shit like that. Listen, they shouldn't be on the streets till we know for sure that this shit is for real. Like we got enough evidence. Nobody will continue to, listen, it's lying. People lie all the time, like the police lie all the time. They lie on paperwork where they actually supposed to go to jail for lying. That's like being under oath when they lie on paperwork. Okay? When they amp up charges and shit, lie, say you did some shit, you ain't do nothing, just make up shit. That is perjury. That means they lying to the judge, to the prosecutors, to the jury. If you got to go to a jury trial, listen, that they supposed to go to jail for that shit. So if you lie on a fucking paperwork, you automatically should be getting arrested. Fuck losing your job. You supposed to go to jail. Because any of us get on the stand and lie, perjure ourselves in a lot of shit, we go to jail. But the police don't. They get to lie and shit. Police, these type of police officers should not be wearing badges. They should not be in the field. They should, listen, if they don't know how to conduct themselves, stay the fuck inside of something. They shouldn't be patrolling the streets. Number one, they shouldn't even have a job. Let's move on. So now they arresting these guys. They're arresting everybody now. Just because of this one fucking cop do not know how to conduct himself. To do his fucking job. To be a fucking bully, an asshole, or probably a racist piece of shit for all we know.
The hurt guy then gets arrested, despite the officer threatening the man to begin with.
This looks like a sexual shit. Are you attracted to that? You stupid.
Look at him. And mind you, he already got him in handcuffs. He didn't even resist. He got him in handcuffs. You know what the cop do? He put his arm around his neck, talking shit to him. Nigga, we in COVID. Nigga, you all that goddamn close to me all in my face. Got your arm around my neck while I'm already in handcuffs. I ain't doing nothing. Listen, man. Listen, people better than me, man. And like I said, listen, I want to make this to all the law enforcement. I don't give a fuck if you think you're a good cop or not. This type of shit, this is what I mean. Y'all should be speaking out against, regardless. Don't keep telling me you're a good cop when you allow these fucking pussy-ass police officers to continue to do this shit around the country. You work with these people. You know who the fuck they are. You watch it. These other cops they might say, I'm a good cop. I don't do shit. You stood there and watched it. You didn't say, hey, man, take your arm from around his neck. Or step in before he was threatening the other dude for no apparent reason. You had to see that was fucked up, or you programmed not to see that. So what you should have did was jump in like, hey, back up, man. Calm down. Listen, you're getting a little too excited. Go take a breather. I got this. Go ahead, calm down, sir. Back up. Go calm down. Pull your man to the side and calm his bitch ass down because he acting like a bitch right now. Anyway, man, listen. Shout out to my brother Nick up in the building. What up, Nick? None of you, man. And then the police officers run around. They don't like us. They give us the middle finger. They don't want us in the restaurants while we want to sit and eat. This is the reason why. When motherfuckers tell you, I ain't pulling over in no dark situation, I'm gonna wait till I get to some light. They like, well, you should have just no, motherfucker. That's why I did what I did. Because of what you get ready to do, how you're acting. This is the real reason why I park where it was like that. I'm not parking in no dark ass road. This is why we don't trust the police. And it's sitting there, you gotta trust us, we're here to protect. No, you're not. That shit don't feel that way. You can say that shit till your face turn blue. That shit don't mean shit. That how y'all even the cops that don't do it, they all allow that shit to happen. You acting like we supposed to be okay with that. Mind you, he ain't black. This is one of our brown brothers and sisters. One of our brown brothers. I'm going to show you another one where they did something to some white brothers. And mind you, you wouldn't even believe the next story that I'm going to get into, but I ain't shocked. But anyway, that's why I tell you all police are bad, regardless what color or race they are. That's what I'm just trying to tell y'all. Law enforcement is corrupt. The police departments around the country are corrupt. And so is a lot of the district attorneys and shit, because they don't charge these people. I don't give a fuck if they misdemeanors or not. Charge them. Get their ass off the force. Because if they get charged with a fucking crime like that, they can't be a police officer no more. People lose their job over fucking DWIs, nigga. What the fuck? And these motherfuckers are brutally beating people up, and they don't get fired. Yeah, all right, man.
You want to go too?
Well, why are you joking?
Back up.
Yeah, you already got everything in camera. There's 3 brave guys with the beanie. Yeah. That's his ears are cold.
Then you guys move the car.
Yeah? You ready? You ready for it? I'll lose my last penny for losing you, bro.
Then the man behind the camera also gets arrested.
Yeah, you gotta do it. Type hard.
Where's your ID at?
My ID is my wallet. When I got punched, I lost it. Check the cameras and you'll probably see it.
So now mind you, now what happens is whatever the charges is that he gonna make up of why he arrested these guys, right? Whatever happened for them to even be there, whatever happened with the bra, now they're gonna charge him. Cause they ain't gonna go look at the cameras. They're not gonna investigate now. Tell me how this is supposed to protect and serve the community. Tell me this is good police work. Tell me that this is why we supposed to respect police. They don't even want to fucking do their job, man. Let's move on, man.
You said what? You said I'm a little Hispanic? What did you say?
I said I got your stupid blood all over.
Stupid what?
Look away from me.
Oh,
now.
Get off, Julio. Don't resist.
Get off.
I'm not resisting.
This motherfucker say, don't you look at me. Who told you that? That's not against the law. You just power tripping. Listen, all those cops should be fired. Whoever's there that's watching that shit, going along with that shit, all of them should be fired because they all condoning it by not stepping in or stopping this behavior from this cop. He's escalating the situation. Let's move on, man.
Resist, bro. Don't resist. Just let it be, bro. Just let it be. You know what it is, right?
First of all, you can't listen. Whoever this brother is behind the camera, he wasn't resisting. He was just turning around, looking at him in his face, talking to the police officer. He wasn't resisting. He's already in handcuffs. They acting like, listen, you can't resist when you already in handcuffs. You got a motherfucker behind you, and you in handcuffs. How you resisting? They didn't ask him to go or do this. All he said, you don't look at me. Come on, bro. Let's move on.
Just don't move. Don't buck up. Hey, don't move. Don't move.
Just some absolutely disgusting police work from these officers on screen. Make sure to check out the original TikTok post to get a better look at these jabronis. The poster alleges in the description of the video that him and his friends were in West Virginia for a camping trip when they got jumped playing pool by some racist people and then got jumped again by the racist police. According to local media site West Virginia.
And this is what I be trying to tell all my black, brown brothers and sisters. You cannot be out here fucking around with these white people. I'm sorry, listen, to all my white people out there, if you're good or you're bad, I'm sorry to tell you, listen, I ain't that dude. I ain't fucking with y'all like that. Seriously, I don't have no bad feelings or nothing like that, you know, but listen, I watch white people like white people watch black people. Sorry. I listen. First of all, I don't know you. Fuck color your skin. You're a stranger to me. So I'm automatically my antennas is up. So that's anybody, right? Because I don't know you. But then you throw on top of that, you white. Nah. Listen, if I go into an all white establishment, motherfucker, my antennas automatically go up. I need to see a lot of multicultural motherfuckers up in there. Something. Need to see a lot of people, brown and black. You know what I mean? I got to see some people. I don't see that, and I'm in an establishment with a whole bunch of white people. My head on a swivel. I'm watching every motherfucking thing. And it ain't gonna be too much interacting with me. If I came to a bar to get some drink in, play some pool, whatever, I'm not interacting with them white people like that. First of all, I might not even go in that establishment. People might say, hey, King, you should be able to go wherever you want. Yeah, we should. We should be able to go have a drink, play some pool, whatever, eat a couple of chicken wings, whatever. Can't do that. Because we ain't just fighting against regular racist ass white folks. We fighting against racist ass police officers. Ain't no win. You don't win. That's why I tell you, motherfucker, ever tell me they don't see color, that's an insult to me. You insult me, that's like calling me a nigga. I'm dead serious about that. Listen, you don't give a fuck. You white people say that shit. Don't say that to me. Even if you ain't black. I mean, if you ain't black, don't ever say that shit to me. Even if you are black, and you say that to me, that's an insult to me. I'm 41 years old, man. I've been around a long motherfucking time. I know what racism is like. Motherfucker don't got to call me a nigga to know if a motherfucker profiling me or discriminating against me off of their behavior. I'm a very good judge of character of people's behavior. I'm very aware of it. I don't listen, regardless what color skin you are, I don't treat people differently. Right? Like if I interact with you, like how I interact with a black person, I most likely interact with a white person that way. I don't, it's no bias to me. And what I mean by that is respect level. I have respect for people. So my thing is, I don't even see me being biased or discriminating against a white. Why would I discriminate against him? I don't know this white person. I don't know if this white person racist or not. So why the fuck would I assume something? Or even if I assume something in my brain, why would I treat them that way or talk to them that way when I don't know? I still don't know because I'm assuming. Some shit you keep to yourself. Shout out to Leonard in the building. What up, Big Leonard? Listen, man. This shit's sad, man. Let's just get in this shit, man.
West Virginia Metro News, Morgan County Sheriff Casey Borer says, I have requested an investigation into the matter by an independent agency to be totally transparent and thorough. He says the issue will be...
Which that means nothing. That means nothing to me. Because if I'm the chief and I see the video, I'm firing every cop there. I don't need no independent motherfucker to come in and to investigate. I'm firing you right there. If I see the body cam, this video that I'm seeing, I'm firing every cop there. You ain't got to worry about getting no independent. You don't have to worry about me being transparent. If I see this video as the chief of police and I see my officers or deputies acting like this and doing this shit, you're fired. You the fuck up out of here because I can't trust you no more. It's one thing that the community can't trust. I can't trust you to go do your fucking job the correct way. Without having roid rage, because that's what it looked like to me. The motherfucker like you on steroids have roid rage. Goddamn stupid motherfuckers. Listen, man. This is why, listen, people, this is why I would never like be into politics, like run for office or like I could be in the community. I could run for community leader or some shit like that. I do that. But I could not run for politics, or I couldn't be a law enforcement officer, because, man, I'd be fired the first day, bro. I'd be fired. Like, it wouldn't work. My tolerance for disrespect of how people conduct themselves when we're supposed to be acting a certain way and set an example for others, not just children, but for other adults that look up to us, that put us in these positions, or God or whatever blessed us to be in these positions, and we don't conduct ourselves this way. Or I see people don't conduct themselves like they supposed to. Man, I'm gonna get fired, bro. There's no way I could be around people like this. I'm 41 years old, bro. Listen, this type of shit, it's like some shit I see in the hood. How these police officers are acting. They're acting like niggas in the hood. Acting like gangbangers, Crips and Bloods. Nigga, you ever see some Aryan Brotherhood motherfuckers in jail? This is how they act. Come on, man. Be fired, bro. Listen, it wouldn't work.
Will be thoroughly and impartially investigated, and ask for patience during the investigation. Quote, as in any investigation, it takes time to gather all the facts, so only time
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Listen, and I'm tired of hearing that shit. It takes time. It's gonna take a minute and blah. No, it's not. When you got video and you get statements, and if the statements from a cop that does not line up with the fucking video, what takes so long? Man, let's move on, bro.
time will tell if any of these deputies face consequences for their actions.
Listen, man, I'm trying to tell y'all people, this is that bullshit. This that bullshit. And I keep trying to tell everybody over and over again about police officers overstepping, doing shit they ain't got no business doing, escalating situations instead of de-escalating situations. They get there and they act like they regular people. You're not regular people. You don't listen. You are law enforcement. You supposed to conduct your listen, man. I'm a grown ass adult. I don't like if it's a conflict between two children. I'm gonna be the adult. I'm not gonna act like a fucking child. So I just don't understand how law enforcement, a lot of these motherfuckers can't comprehend this. Shit, it's just ridiculous, man. A part of me, listen, I keep telling you, I don't like talking about these stories, but I'm not gonna let them nobody talks about this, so I ain't gonna talk about it because I'm sick of talking about it. Yes, I'm sick of talking about this shit, but the problem is we ain't seeing no results. Ain't nothing that's happening. So until something happens, till they change policies and laws, I'm gonna continue to keep talking about this shit. I'm sick of seeing it, but goddamn. Shit ridiculous, man. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. going on, my people? Welcome back to the OBF family channel, people. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell button. Make sure you guys, if you can, donate to the channel, people. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate it. Anything you can donate to the channel, people, to keep this channel keep pushing and moving. Hopefully, you guys like the new studio setup, people. Let me know in the chat if you guys like the new studio setup. Highly appreciate it. All right, people, let's get back into it, man. Oh, sure. All right. So we got another situation. Mind you, this ain't black people. I mean, because it's plenty stories about us, nigga. We can't go a day without police fucking with us. Listen, but I'm trying to make awareness to other races of people that this shit happens to you, your people. Okay? Now, this is look like maybe 3 to 4 white dudes in a car. People, they're only getting pulled over. It's funny, but it's not funny, right? They're only getting pulled over for tinted windows. Watch how this situation escalates from getting stopped from a traffic stop. This is not even a misdemeanor. This is like some, you know, it's a ticket. Okay? This goes from tinted windows. You stop me. They stop these 3 to 4 white dudes in the car for tinted windows. Now watch how this shit escalate.
He's not stopping for tinted windows, right?
That's what I bought. I just bought this car.
Okay, you just recently bought it?
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago did you buy it?
A few weeks ago, right up the street, off Mountain Avenue.
Okay. You have your license, registration, insurance, information?
Yep. Tinted windows. Wow. All right.
What about you, boss? You got a license on you?
Me?
Yeah.
And this is what they do. I need people to understand this is what they doing now. This is what police officers are doing. Right? Now, mind you, I don't know who is exactly said it. I think the driver said, like, oh, this is for tinted windows. Wow, okay. I don't know if he said it or the dude that got the camera. Right? But regardless, the police takes that as disrespect. Don't know how, don't care, and don't give a fuck, right? But he does. So now what he does, to escalate the situation because he feel offended or whatever, his ego being bruised, he asked the fucking passenger, hey bro, you got any ID? He's the passenger. You didn't pull him over. He's a passenger. What you need his ID for? You ask the driver. First of all, you stop the driver. You tell him why you pulled him over. For tinted windows. Do you got your license and registration? He going to give you his license and registration, but what you do is you look in and you look across there because you probably, and this is what make them mad too, because I guarantee this is spot up. He see the guy with the camera, the phone. He don't even got it pointed at the cop at this point. He just got the camera on. He got the phone on and recording. That probably makes him upset or whatever the fuck these pussy ass police. If you got fucking body camera on, what the fuck are you mad that the passenger or anybody in the car got video on for? Or recording? What are you mad about? But anyway, let's move on from that. He asks the passenger for his ID. For what? For what? Because he wants to escalate the situation. Just do your job. If you think he violating some type of traffic stop law with tinted windows, write him a fucking ticket and let him go on his way if he ain't got no warrants or no his license ain't suspended or whatever the fuck. But they can't do that because they power tripping. Now, mind you, if you can't hear this guy, this police officer, he's a black dude. He's a black cop. Fucking with these white kids. For nothing. Over tinted windows, nigga. And y'all keep telling me, I ain't gonna say y'all, some people out here be saying, oh, you been hard on the police, why you keep going after the police? This is what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck what color, as long as they got them uniforms on, give a fuck what color they are. They all bad. They all bad. I don't give a fuck what color skin they are. All police are bad. Because you're going to see, just like the last story, you're going to see other police officers allowing this shit to happen. Allowing it. Being okay with the shit. So they all bad.
Me? Yeah.
I do, yeah.
You might handle your partner right here?
Well, what reason would I have to identify for? You didn't pull me over, you pulled him over.
That?
So you didn't pull me over, you pulled him over.
Oh, I remember you.
Yeah,
I remember you
yeah,
too.
you pulled me over before.
I used to ride my bike before I got a car.
Yeah.
You used to stop me.
Why you giving me a hard time this time around, man?
Here we see another instance of a police officer.
Because he's giving you a hard time this time, because whenever your interaction was with him, he was driving. When you pulled him over. And we're talking about the passenger here. He was driving when you pulled him over. He was like, oh, I remember you. So that means you just listen, man. Oh, anyway, about I ain't even go that deep in it. Listen. Excuse me. Understand the reason he's giving, it's not even giving you a hard time. He's just basically telling you, what do I need to give you ID for? I'm not driving this time. I'm a passenger. What do you need my ID for? I didn't commit no traffic stop violation. I'm in the passenger seat. I ain't even driving. You didn't even pull. Listen, first of all, think about how stupid this is, right? How do you ask the driver or anybody else in the car, right? In the back seat, not the driver, but the person's in the passenger seat and in the back of the car, right? Because they passengers too. Why are you asking them for ID? You didn't even probably knew they was in the car. Because you pulled them off a tinted window, so that means you couldn't see who was in the car. Now that you could see who in the car, now you asking people for fucking ID? For what? What did they do? What is your whole point or reason of asking them for their ID? Because regardless if they got warrants or not, you didn't pull them over. You couldn't even see them in the car. We're going off his point of view because the windows are so tinted. So you pulled the driver over because of tinted windows. The fuck everybody else in the car got anything to do with why you pulled the driver over? Nigga, it's just like they visited, nigga. It's like a motherfucker come to your house, police come to your house, and they just start asking people for their ID. For what? You came in, you came in to see me, the owner of the house. Everybody else don't matter. Let's move on, man. Why you giving me a hard time? Bitch, ain't nobody giving you a hard time. He not gonna, he not giving you a hard time. He not allowing you to violate his rights. That's all that is. The cops in their mind, they don't think you have no rights when they approach you. You have no rights. You do what the fuck they tell you to do. Ding, ding, ding. What do that sound like? That sound like the people these pussy ass people, politicians, and a lot of voters in this country talk about other countries on how they trying to control they control their people and they do all this bad shit to their people in these dictator countries. But we looking at the police, they think the same way. In America, what the fuck are we talking about? That's why I don't get mad at other countries, nigga. Fuck, I'm mad at another country or another dictator for, nigga. That's their country. I don't live there. I know what the fuck happened here. I don't condone what they do over in their country, how they mistreat their people. But I ain't gonna sit there and be talking bad about people in their other country when we got some fucked up shit going on over here. We got our own dictator shit, police, law enforcement shit going on here. And our government allows it. The fuck out of here. What the fuck I get to look like talking about Russia or motherfucking Saudi Arabia or North Korea or any goddamn country? Fuck I look like. I ain't condoning it. I ain't saying that it's right. But who the fuck am I to judge? In that way. Who the fuck this country we get to judge other country? The fuck out of here, bro. The fuck this country doing to their own people here? Get the fuck out, government allowing this shit. Listen, they can sit there and play this bullshit ass shit. We gotta have law and order. Yes. But if the fucking law enforcement are not bound by the fucking law or the Constitution, what the fuck are we talking about here? What the fuck are they talking about? You don't get to violate people's rights because you law enforcement, motherfucker. No ID. Shut the fuck up. Let's move on.
This officer trying to infringe on a citizen's rights, and this time Chino PD officers in California are trying to force the passenger to identify himself.
I got that new registration right here.
He had partner ID. I have the right to identify everybody in the car. That's why, man.
First of all, no, he doesn't. He's a liar. He is a goddamn liar. He's talking about, I have the right to identify everybody in the car. No, you don't. You didn't pull everybody else over in the car. They are visitors. They are passengers. You didn't even know they was in the car. You didn't go to the... Let me explain something to y'all how stupid he just sounds. And when they say stupid shit like this. Let me ask you a question. Did he ask... When he asked the driver, you know why I pulled you over? Did he ask the passengers, you know why I pulled y'all over? No. He asked the driver, not the passenger. Because you know why? The passenger got nothing to fucking do with the tinted windows in the car. Or the traffic stop. So you don't get the right to ask people who the fuck they are. It doesn't matter. Then you didn't pull them over. It's not like they was walking down the street. Hey guys, let me talk to y'all for a minute. No, you pulled the fucking driver over. I get to identify everybody in the car. No, you don't. It's a goddamn lie. Now you just profiling. You assuming whatever the fuck you may be assuming in your head, whatever going on. Now you breaking the law. Now you violating other people's constitutional rights. Because you think you can. Or you want to.
You have it on you, you can hand it to a partner.
It's not a stop and ID state, sir. Come on, I know my rights. I mean, come on, bro.
So what?
I said I know my rights. This ain't a stop and ID state like that. Like, come on.
I have the right to identify people in the car.
Mm-hmm. If you suspect me of committing a crime, you have the right to identify me.
You said what?
If you suspect me of committing a crime, if you could articulate a crime that I'm suspected of committing, then you can identify me. But as a passenger in the vehicle, you don't have
We'll
to.
get back to that.
Okay.
And you want my
You have
insurance?
ID in the back seat?
He said, oh, we'll get back to that. Because he knows he's wrong. And everybody in the back, hey man, don't show him shit. This is why I tell people, you need to know your rights in situations. because he knows he's wrong. The police know he's wrong. And let me just explain something to everybody. This is why I say this cop should be fired too. Oh, Kenny, come on. This is little. No, it's not. Because he knows better. He's intentionally trying to violate people's rights on purpose or whatever is his reason for it. He knows it's wrong. And if he doesn't know it's wrong, then he shouldn't be a police officer. How the fuck is he on the street pulling over anybody? Having any interactions with citizens? Tell me how he if he doesn't know or he does know, why should he still be on the force? Hey, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Listen, like I said, know your fucking rights, people. Educate yourself on your rights. Don't, man, listen, man. Ain't nobody got time for this, man. Ain't nobody got time for stupid police, man. And what it is, they do this shit on purpose a lot of times because they think that you're ignorant and you don't know your rights. That's why they do it. That's why he said, you heard him, he says, we'll get back to that. It ain't nothing to get back at. If you really truly think by law you can ask a passenger for their ID for no apparent fucking reason, well, you stick right there and you stay on that. But you don't. You go to the other passengers in the back seat so you can work them over. Escalating. Not de-escalating. Not just doing, escalating or de-escalating. He's not even doing his job. You pulled the guy over for tinted windows. The fucking driver. Nobody in the car got nothing else to do with why the tinted windows are there. It's a traffic stop, people. It's a traffic violation in a way when it comes to tinted windows if they too dark. And it depends what state you in. And this ignorant motherfucker is sitting here. Well, he ain't ignorant. He's sitting here pretending that he doesn't know policies. He don't know law. He don't know the Constitution. If you don't, and it's even worse if he doesn't know, because that's a reflection of law enforcement. Who the fuck hired him? Who allowed him to go through the academy? Who hired him? Number one, that's fucked up. And then allowed him to go through the academy and then still graduate this motherfucker from the academy and then put him out on the street. The whole system fucked up. If he doesn't know. How the fuck motherfuckers gonna tell you? The police supposed to know the fucking Constitution. They supposed to know the laws. They supposed to know this shit. But then they sit there and act like they don't know what the fuck they didn't know. You do know. I ain't giving them the benefit of the doubt that they don't know. They know. When they try to violate or they violate people's rights, they intentionally doing that shit.
You want my insurance?
Why, do you have some warrants or something you can
No, I don't. Actually, I don't.
Huh?
I don't, no.
We're just trying to follow.
And that's the point. When he says, what, you got some type of warrants or something? You want to figure that out. That's the reason you asked him for his ID. And even if he did, you think he's stupid enough to him? Listen, I know stupid thugs. Or stupid criminals, you can say. Right? Not thugs, but stupid criminals. I know stupid criminals wouldn't tell you they got a fucking warrant. Stupid. But I told you, it's not that they stupid. They think you stupid. Do you stupid enough to say, yeah, I got warrants. That's why I ain't giving you my ID. Right there is what Brew calls when you tell them, like, yeah, I got warrants. So give me your ID. You just admitted you got warrants. It's just stupid shit. It's just stupid. It's stupid, man. This is America, people. This is our justice system in America. These are the people that's supposed to be protecting and serving us, but they think that we so stupid. They have lack of respect, and they think that we so ignorant and stupid that we don't understand what the fuck they're doing. And now they mad because a lot of people do. We know what they're doing, and they get mad at that, so they escalate the situation, just like he get ready to do. What you got warrants on you? Acting like you got warrants? You got warrants or something? No, he don't have to give you his ID. Are you suspecting him of some type of crime? He can't say, I think you got warrants. What? You can't say that. You can't get nobody's ID because I think you got warrants. Come on, bro. Let's move on, man.
We're just trying to follow the law.
All right, you guys sit tight. I'll be right back, all right? Hey, do me a favor. Put phones down. Everybody put their hands out in front of you, okay? I don't know what's up with you guys acting sketchy, especially you. I've ran into you before.
Yeah, I know, dog. I'm just, you know what I
You
mean?
get solid. Hey, since you want to play like that, I will play
Okay,
like
what's
that.
your name and badge
Right,
number?
and that was what it was. Because he lied and say, I want everybody to put their phones and everything down. Put your hands up on the, in front or whatever, right? But then he jumps in and he says, because I had this run-in with you before. All right, anybody go to jail? That's not one thing. Then two, right? He's mad because he had this interaction with him again, and the guy knew the law, and he couldn't pull his bullshit that he pulling, right? And then he says, oh shit, what the fuck did he say? He said, hold on, let me go back because I forgot that quick. Give me a second here.
Especially you, I've ran into you before.
Yeah, I know, dog. I'm just, you know what I
You
mean?
get solid. Hey, since you want to play like that, I will play
Okay,
like
what's your
Right.
name and badge number?
And that's the thing. He's saying that he's playing because he knows his rights. So since he want to play this game that he knows his rights, then now I'm going to escalate the situation. You want to play this game? What game? This ain't a game. Trying to violate people's rights is not a fucking game. And people knowing their rights is not a game. You guys being suspicious because they won't give you their ID, which they don't have to. Anyway, let's move on, people. Because it
Badge
get
number?
worse.
Hold on.
Name and
Do me
badge
a
number?
solid. Hey, do me a solid. Put the phones down. Put everybody's hands out in front of you on the dash, okay? Hey, you man, hand behind the headrest, okay?
What's the purpose of this? Tinted windows?
Mind you, it's all bullshit. He telling everybody put their hands on this and put their hands on this. Now what, you suspect they got a gun and something weird going on in the car? You not acting like that. Were you trying to pretend that it's like that? Now, anyway, let's move on, man. This is why I don't like police, man.
Yeah, I know you're doing it. They can't pull you out either.
So after the cop realizes that these folks know their stuff, he detains all of them despite this whole incident stemming from the car allegedly having too dark of a window tint.
You have to articulate a crime that somebody has committed to detain or identify. No, it's not a crime. That's victimless. For a crime to be committed, there has to be a victim. You know? Traffic infractions aren't a crime. They're infractions. For tinted windows? Yeah, that's a fix-it ticket, dude. It should have the removable tint.
Spot on here from the passenger yet again. So after wasting more of these people's time by taking forever to run the driver's information, this is how the cop acts once he returns to the car.
It's supposed to be. Why do I have to get off the car, sir? Can I just get a ticket and go on my way?
Asking you the question, you get out of the car for me, please.
Sir, can I just get my ticket and go on my way?
This Asian person's ma'am says I have the right to ask people to step out of the vehicle.
As an American citizen, do I have any rights?
Listen,
Well, that's for officer safety if you're on like a main roadway or anything like
It's a
that.
tinted window, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Can I just get my ticket and go?
Pretty good.
can I talk to you for a second?
But is this okay?
Mind you, that's bullshit. He's saying, can I talk to you? You can talk to me right here. What I gotta get out the car for? What are you pulling me out? Listen, this is what I'm saying. They escalate these situations. What do you gotta pull them out the car for? Can I talk to you? You can talk to me right here. No, all it is power tripping. Let me show you I'm in more control of the situation since you want to quote your little rights and shit that you got. Let me show you that I'm the police. I got more rights than you. That's all that shit is. I can take away your rights. That's all that is. I can violate your rights if I wanted to. That's all it is. And like I said, I don't give a fuck with police officers. You can get mad, get glad. If you act like this and you power tripping like this, you shouldn't be a police officer. All of you should be fired. Because there's no reason for this cop to act this way. No reason. He's not suspicious of nothing. You can't be suspicious of something because you ask somebody, no one, you in the wrong. You ask somebody for their ID that's a passenger. It's not like the driver said, I'm not giving you my ID and registration. You ask the fucking passenger, can I get your ID? He tells you, he asks you why. He's, I'm not driving. And because he's not willing to allow you to violate his rights, now everybody in the car is suspicious. Think about how fucked up that is. So you don't got a right to say, no, I'm not giving you my ID. For what? I mean, what crime you expecting me that I did? You think that I did? What is it? Because I didn't commit anything. You pulled him over for a traffic stop. Not me. I just told you, I didn't even say shit to you until you asked me about about my ID. Mind you, the passenger dude never said nothing. He wasn't even talking. Until this motherfucker tried to violate his rights to ask him for ID. Let's move on, man.
Listen, before you get yourself arrested, let's listen for a second.
What? The tinted window?
I'm trying to explain to you. If you let me talk like a man, I will let you talk. You understand that?
First of all, I need to say, let me talk to you like a man. You not acting like a man. You acting like a bitch. You acting like a child because nobody is willing to allow you to violate their rights. So you act like a fucking child. If you let me talk to you like a man, for what? What do you got to talk to me about? I'm in the car. You pulled me off for tinted windows. What I need to think about what he's saying. Get out of the car. I pulled you over for tinted windows. But since your man over here wouldn't allow me to violate his rights to ask him for ID, to give me his ID, now I'm going to take this to a whole nother level. The hell? Damn, Nat, my bad, people. This is what he did. Now he said, oh, get out here so we can talk like a man. So we can, talk like men or act like a man. Like, dude, first of all, don't insult me. You can talk to me like a man right here. You don't have to pull me out the car to talk to me. There's no reason for me to get out the car. I got the right to ask you to get out of the car. For what? To talk to me? Because if you pulling me out the car to talk to me like a man, that's no reason to pull nobody out the fucking car. And then they do the scare tactic. Then they go with the scare tactic. Then they do the shit of, if you don't get out the car, because I'm telling you to get out the car, and they telling you to get out the car for no apparent reason, basically, right? Because he want to, it's for a reason, to power trip. To intimidate you, right? So, you don't get out the car, because I told you to get the fuck out the car. Now I can arrest you. Listen, this cop should be fired. He shouldn't be on the force. He should not be able to interact with regular people. with people, period. Go somewhere else. Listen, he couldn't do this shit nowhere else, bro. They only do this shit in law enforcement. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no, listen, I worked in different places. People don't do this type of shit, man. People, listen, some people do power trip. I ain't gonna lie about that. Some people do power trip. But not to this level. Not to this level. I done seen people power trip, though. I ain't gonna lie. Motherfucker tell you, well, you know, if you don't do this, I'm gonna suspend you. Oh, whoa. Suspend you for what? That's why, listen, I told people that's why it's good to have your union reps and have a union. When motherfucker supervisor shit talking about, oh, is disorderly conduct or some shit like that, and because you don't want to talk to them, hey, man, I don't got to talk to you without a representative. That's why I tell you, people need to know their rights, know what's going on in the unions, how shit supposed to work at your job. If motherfuckers, yo, your supervisor or your managers or whoever the fuck that's over top of you, and they come and they want to have conversations with you about whatever the situation is, you don't got to talk to them. You say, listen, I'm not comfortable of talking to you without a union rep. So, sorry, no, I don't want to talk. I don't feel comfortable of talking without a union rep. That's your right. And the police officers is doing the same exact bullshit. Trying to, on some power tripping shit. I didn't see this shit happen a lot, people. It's not just police officers, but they should know better. But anyway, let's move on.
And if you guys fail to comply, force may be used against you, including up to deadly force. You understand? I'm giving you use of force warning. Just so
Mind you, motherfuckers said, even you don't get out of the car, deadly force. They basically talking about, I can shoot you. I can shoot you because you won't get out the car. That's deadly force. He threatened him with deadly. And listen, motherfuckers be thinking I'm tripping. Come on, bro. You just threatening to shoot and kill me, bro. Because I wouldn't get out the car because you violate my rights. Woo. So you going to shoot me. You're going to shoot me because I won't move. Because deadly force don't mean that you, like deadly force mean that you going to try to beat me or shoot me or some shit. Deadly force. He said deadly force. Give me a second here, people. I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, I'm back, people. Listen, man. I had to get a bed, people. I had to get a bed. Man, listen, y'all think I'm lying with this man said? He said, and if you don't get out of the car, that mean I'm gonna use deadly force. That mean you talking about shooting me, man. Talking about shooting this kid, man. Talking about shooting this kid. I said me, but that's how I be feeling in these situations. Like, yo, this could be me. That's why this shit is not okay. Listen.
What? Continue with it.
I'm trying to explain to you. If you let me talk like a man, I will let you talk. You understand that? And if you guys fail to comply, force may be used against you, including up to deadly force. You understand?
He said, even if you don't comply, up to deadly force. Even up to deadly force. You're talking about shooting people. This cop is talking about shooting these young kids. listen, listen. I don't take threats very good, and nobody should. I don't take them well. If this police officer would have threatened me like that, I would talk. Well, you gonna have to shoot me then. Matter of fact, do me a favor. Get a supervisor for me. I ain't committing no crime. I ain't did nothing wrong other than you said that you pulled me over for tinted windows. All you gotta do is write me a goddamn ticket. That's all he gotta do. This motherfucker goes from supposed to be writing this dude a ticket to threaten him with shooting him over tinted windows. Cause he power tripping. All right, man. You gonna have to shoot me. I ain't getting out the car. Listen, if you threaten me like that, you gonna shoot me then. Cause I ain't getting out the car. There's no reason for me to get out the car. Cause whatever you can say to me outside of the car, you can say to me inside of the car. Shoot me. And I guarantee you, after you shoot me, you going to jail. My peoples will make sure you go to jail. Go ahead and shoot me. And if you put your fucking hands on, we fighting. Listen, after you threaten me like that, I don't know where else to go there. I'm not coward. This man basically threatened these young folks. I'm from a different generation, man. I grew up different. Man, you threatening me like that. Do what you got to do. Because I'm going to do what I got to do. Let's move on, man.
You use the first warning, just so you understand that. You got it? Okay?
Am I being threatened?
That's a use of force warning.
Can we just get a supervisor?
That's not a use of force word. Because you didn't have to say that. All you had to do is say, I'm going to have to forcibly pull you out of this car, sir. If you don't get out of the car. You didn't say, and it can lead up to deadly force. You didn't have to tell that man. That's a threat. Anybody would take that as a threat. I don't know. Listen, man. Never mind. Let's move on, man.
Okay?
Can we get a supervisor?
Yeah. That's very personal. I have the right to ask people.
Well, somebody over him because he's being like
You
ridiculous,
understand
bro.
that?
For tinted windows, really? Like,
You
come on,
understand
bro.
that?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
You know what I said, sir? Listen, I understand exactly what you're saying, sir. You just threatened me. I'm a little intimidated. I'm a little afraid. Can you bring somebody in that maybe can de-escalate this situation, which is a supervisor? I don't feel safe. Even if I get out the car with you, I don't feel safe. You just threatened me. I don't feel safe, sir. I feel more safe in my car. Because you pulling me out my car for no apparent reason. You're not even explaining to me why the reason why. You just saying I have the right to. For what? You don't just have the right to pull people out the car for nothing. That doesn't even make it. Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
I'm talking to you.
I'm just in shock that you're doing
So
it.
step out the car. Look at yourself and step out the car. And I'll talk to you over here.
We're recording this live on
understand that,
just,
Jordan?
I understand you. I just,
that's fine.
Mind you,
Because,
all he's saying is get out the car. I just want to talk to you. That is not a reason to pull somebody out the car. He never established the reason he's pulling them out the car. He just said, I have the right to. No, you don't. It's a reason you pull people out the car. What is your reason, sir? What the hell did this do? What did I do for you to pull me out the car? What are you suspicious of? I mean, what is going on here? Because mind you, he's already ran. his license and registration, so he knows he's not dealing with a criminal. I told you they get mad a lot of times because when they pull people over because they prejudging or they discriminating, they assume that they're pulling over somebody that got some warrants or got something going on. And then when they go look that shit up, right? It's nothing there. They get even more mad. I did a video on that where the police was like, oh shit. Damn, I thought we got one. What? Like you enjoy locking people up? You hoping people, listen, people, I don't hope people committing crimes or doing nothing wrong. Like who fuck thinks like that? The police. Let's move on, people.
Stepfather, any further, if I have to say it again, you're going to be under arrest automatically. Right now, you're just detained. You're not under arrest. I need you to step out the car.
But in order to detain somebody,
I broke
you
the
have
law.
to,
You do have the right to ask the question. He said, well, I'm not arresting you right now. I'm just detaining you. Well, you didn't say that. You said, I need you to get out the car. You didn't say, sir, I'm detaining you right now. I need you to get out of the car and explain the reason of why you're detaining somebody. You don't just get to do that. How the fuck do I know the law and these cops running around pretending they don't? Because he knows the law, bro. He's just being a dick. And this is what angered me. This is what frustrated me. They should be fired. They shouldn't be on the police force. This ain't even the big deal. It's over tinted windows. It's over tinted windows. This motherfucker got to a point where he talking about it may lead to me shooting you. Over tinted windows.
somebody
I broke
you
the
have to
law?
have committed a crime.
Step out the car. It's for delaying a police investigation if you get arrested. Okay?
Investigating what though? What's the investigation for?
Every
Tinted
traffic stop
windows.
is an investigation, sir. Step out the car.
Tinted windows
It's
is
a
an investi-
reason. First of all, you investigating tinted windows? You don't have to pull people out the car for tinted windows? That's not an investigation. What are you talking about? What the fuck is he? What the fuck is he talking about? You investigating what? You pulled over tinted windows. This cop should be fired. He should be one of the poster boys for what you don't do as a police officer to violate citizens' rights. This is disgusting. And mind you, listen, people, this is a reverse of what happens to black people. Usually it's a white man doing this to black people. This is a black cop doing this to white people. White young folks. They ain't did shit wrong, people. But this cop is power tripping. I told y'all, this ain't just about race anymore. This is about the whole system. Let's move on, man.
windows is an investigation.
Keep your hand where I can see it. Turn around, face that direction. You have any weapons on you? You have any weapons on you?
And that was his whole point. Because, first of all, you asked him to get out of the car so you can talk to him. He got him out the car because now he mind you, he did all he wanted to do. Nobody would let him violate their rights of giving him ID, right? Then he got mad because he knew he was wrong for doing the shit. He goes back, he's assuming that he's gonna go back and he run this guy license and shit and some type of warrant or something going to come back, right? Then when he didn't get that, then now he comes back and he's telling motherfuckers to get out the car. So now he's like, well, now I'm gonna do a suspicion. Now I suspect that y'all doing something wrong because nobody wants to give me the ID. That is not a crime, bro. You ain't violating no law. You on, especially if you the passengers. You're not violating no laws. You're not violating any or messing up their investigation or anything like that. You're not doing that. So now he going to start, he pulled this dude out of the car, now he going to pull everybody else out the car, so now he can illegally search people for nothing. Because though he going to lie in a report, they was acting suspicious. Because they wouldn't give you their ID. When they wasn't, he should be fired and charged.
Your weapons on you? I don't have any weapons. I'm asking you. I don't have any weapons. Put your hands back here. I'm not paying for you.
I had my 10 feet, you did the same thing to me.
Who?
I had 10 feet, I was right next to
I don't recall you.
years ago,
I don't recall you. Well, you know, I contacted a lot of people many years ago.
The cop then threatens to
Then
use
mind,
death.
he just lied. He said, I remember you from last time. He said, well, I don't remember you. But he was just saying that he remembered the other dude. He's a liar, man. Let's move on.
Use deadly force on the driver if he doesn't comply with the officer's demands to exit the vehicle to be searched and questioned, conveniently out of sight from the passenger's phone. And to remind you all again, this all started from a traffic stop over tinted windows.
Based on the way you guys are reacting, there's no trash.
He said, based on the way you guys are acting, that's why he's doing what he's doing. Because they wouldn't give him his ID. They wasn't driving. What you mean, they? First of all, the driver gave you license and registration for tinted windows. You wanted to violate everybody else that was in the car, asking them for ID, which they don't. You don't have the right to do that. There's no policy. You didn't de-escalate this. You escalated it so you can violate them. Even though you had no right to. Oh, the way y'all acted. Because they wouldn't give you their ID. And they don't have to by law. So you escalate the situation. So now you got the right to do it. That's why he said, hey, since y'all want to go at it this route, y'all want to play these games. So now he going to play stupid ass suspicion games. Oh, because I'm the police. I suspect. I'm suspicious. Because I won't allow you to violate my rights. I'm acting suspicious. Wow. Okay.
So based on exercising our legal rights, we're getting with? That's crazy, bro. Like, really?
That's what they do.
And can you guys articulate like a crime that I have committed in order to detain us? Like,
No, they can't. They can't do it. They can't articulate or why they're making you get out the car or they fucking with you or asking you for ID. They can't. They're just making up shit in their head because now they like, oh, well, we suspicious because he wouldn't give us his ID. Listen. People, I done been to stores where some stores say, if you use a credit card, I need your ID. Right? Some people may say, what you need my ID for? You got my credit card. It's policies. They explain shit of why they need your ID when you give your credit card in certain stores. These motherfuckers are sitting here asking for ID for no apparent reason. I can understand stores doing it because of fraud and shit like that. I can get it. I understand. And it's policy. It's not policy with the police for a fucking passenger in the car because they want to ask the passenger and the passenger decide not to give you their ID. That's suspicious to you. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Because you shouldn't have never asked him for his ID in the first place. And listen, a lot of the times, people, when they get your ID and they run that shit, now you in the system regardless. Now they know who the fuck you are, regardless of wherever you may go in the world, in the country, or the world, whatever, mainly in the country. Because now you in they little police system. Even though you ain't do shit wrong, now you just in the system. That shit is deeper than what they're trying to pretend that it is. Like, oh, we just want to know who you are. No, it's not. You want to have me in a system to have some type of this is not a conspiracy, people. This is real shit. To have some type of what the fuck they call that? They want to have you in the system so to have you there. Like, so to say like you get pulled over from them again, or you get pulled over for somebody else, or they see you in the car. Say like you in the car, right? Or you walking down the fucking street. That's like how the cops say, well, I had this interaction with you before. Or a lot of times they know in a system that they have you. How many times they pulled you over and shit like that. It's like the system to keep track of you. That's what the word I was looking for. To keep track of you. But like I said, I don't really care about that to a certain extent, but some people do care about that. You keeping track of me for? For what? Me, I don't give a fuck because I ain't doing shit. So I don't really care. The motherfuckers that you need to worry about, you don't worry about. You don't keep track of. The white domestic terrorism running amok around the country. They don't give a fuck about that, though. The fuck out of here. You know they listen, they pull more black people over in this country than any other race. And there's more white people in this country than it is any other race. But they pull black people over more than they pull over any race in America. And we could be in good neighborhoods. But they just pull us over for no apparent reason. They just make up shit a lot of the times. Tinted windows, man. Get the fuck out of here. There's so many people out here with tinted windows, man. Who the fuck cares anymore? Why is it against the law? You don't need to see in my fucking car. They just make up shit. They make up policies. That's why a lot of that shit, and somebody says that's why it's good to, it may be little to people, but it escalates the shit. That type of shit of fucking tinted windows, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Fuck how you got to know who in somebody's car. You ain't got to see me. I done seen plenty of police officers' cars that their windows is more tinted than mine. The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. You have any weapons on you? No, sir. Hey, put your phone in the car. Like I said, we're recording as well. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but then the thing about what your guys' recordings and our recordings is your guys' disappear when it's time to go to court.
Okay, do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Fantastic. Go ahead and go this way here to the left.
Can I grab my
Guys
wallet?
on.
Can I get my wallet?
Yep, we're gonna keep going.
Can I grab my wallet?
Now, mind you, this is all about violating. All they want to do is violate you. Show control. Show that they got more power over your life than you do. That's all this is about. And then they wonder why citizens don't like the police. We have these reactions. We tell you, fuck the police. And this is why. Because they don't have to act like this. They choose to. They choose to act like this. They got no reason. The white police officer there, he been there for, I can't say if he was there for a minute or not. But anyway, man, shit is bullshit.
Then the passenger is also forced to exit the vehicle to submit to a search and further questioning. Again, conveniently without his phone to properly record the situation. The video unfortunately cuts off soon after this as the interaction moves away from the phone recording the incident. However, the video uploader has included the officer's badge number in the description box of the video. And here's the contact information for the Chino PD, just in case.
And that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Listen. You know how like people be, some people in the country, they be, you know, I'm so patriotic, I love America and shit like that. Listen, as a black person in this country, I've seen so much fucked up shit in this country that I feel that's fucked up and wrong. It ain't a lot of good. It's not more. Listen, we in 2022 still dealing with this bullshit, right? The good is not outweighing the bad of so-called how far we came. The good is not outweighing the bad. So when I tell people I don't hate nobody, so I can't hate a country. Like, I don't hate nobody, right? So I can't say I hate. But I don't like America, man. Like, the good is not outweighing the bad. And I don't give a fuck how far we came. The good is not outweighing the bad. So I'm not going to sit here as an American citizen and sit here and pretend that everything's all good. It's not. And I don't give a fuck how many people in America that sit here and pretend everything's okay. I know we got some bad things happening, but it's a lot of good things. But the good ain't outweighing the bad. Not for people that look like me. I'm sorry. And it's not an opinion. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. It's just not an opinion. Because my opinion is backed up by facts. It is a fact that the good does not outweigh the bad of this country. All the fucked up shit that's continued to keep happening to people that look like me. So I'm not going to sit here and praise a country because was born here, I'm from here, that somehow, some way, I'm supposed to just, it's like ignoring bad behavior. And the bad behavior is outweighing the good. I suppose it's like, think about this. It's like you got a family member, right? Yeah, this motherfucker do a lot of fucked up bad shit, right? His bad outweighs his good, right? He got some good shit going on. You be like, this blah, blah, blah. But his bad outweighs his good. Somehow, some way, you're supposed to just ignore that. Because he does do some good stuff. But his good don't outweigh his bad. Regardless if he's family or not. And this is what some Americans in this country, and even some people in the government, want you to be. Want you to think like, you know, we came some ways, we got some good stuff happening though. But what about all the bad shit that outweighs the good? It's more bad shit happening than good. I don't know how you're supposed to ignore that. And when people do that, they are complicit in the bad behavior and the bad shit that happens in this country. You are complicit. When you say, oh, well, it ain't happened to me, I ain't got to worry about it, it don't happen to me. You are complicit. So when somebody get violated, somebody get hurt, somebody get killed, and all this bad shit happen, you are part of the problem. Now you could pretend, well, hey, I ain't out doing it, but you don't speak up about it, so you're a part of it. You ain't a good human being because you're just not, you ain't doing it. No, you're supposed to stand up for the injustice of what happens to anybody. That don't make you a good person because you ain't doing that. You see it happen, but you don't do nothing about it. You ignore it. You turn around act like you don't see it. You are just as bad as the person that did the shit. That's like allowing your kid. That's like allowing my daughter to get away with shit because she do. Even if she do a lot of good shit, good person, she do a lot of good shit. She do something bad, I'm supposed to ignore that. You know, yeah, man, that's one little thing. No! You check that shit. So what happens is, if you don't check that shit, what happens is that kid continues to not just graduate for some, if it's just little bad shit, it start graduating to big shit. Big bad behavior. And it continue to grow and grow and grow. And then now her bad outweighs all the good shit who she was. Because you didn't want to check it. And this is where the country is. And now the country is out of control with bad behavior. We allow people to be vile, despicable human beings because, you know, they do some good stuff. All right, man. If I sat there, think about it, people, I would feel horrible if I sat there and I watched somebody get raped or murdered or some shit. And, you know, I don't rape and murder nobody, but it ain't none of my business, so I ain't going to try to help or say nothing to help that person. I'm just going to turn up blind eye. Come on, man. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then something is wrong with you. Something is morally wrong with you. It ain't me. It's you. And what these police officers are doing are morally wrong. What our government is allowing them to get away with is morally wrong. Anyway, people, we get ready to go live again, people. We did this one live stream. I'm getting ready to go and to Mr. OBF. So make sure you guys go over to the Mr. OBF YouTube channel. I'm getting ready to go live over there. So make sure if you guys ain't subscribed to that channel, Mr. OBF, go over there and subscribe to that channel. Tell somebody to know somebody to come subscribe. I'm getting ready to do a live stream over there. And then I'm going to come back over here. Hopefully I can get some OBF family members to come back over here. And we do an OBF family thing, talk about some things or whatever. You know what I mean? Talk about some subjects. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sat down with the family in a minute. So we're going to try to get everybody in the building. All right? So leave your comments. Hit that like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, people. OBF, the family channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments, hit that like button. Support your boys, your boy, Mr. OBF. And if you can, people, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate it. We don't care how much money it is. We just highly appreciate you donating to the channel. Leave your comments, hit that like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.
Hey, it's Shay. I've been deemed the mother of OBF, which means I care for this channel. I care for each and every member of this channel. I've been kicking it with OBF for more than 6 years, which means I'm not new to this shit. I'm true to it. I believe in the intent of this channel. I believe in the mission, which is to inform, to educate, to notify, and to discuss. Here, we talk about everything, the latest and the greatest. You're going to get our opinions. You're going to get the facts raw and uncut, straight up real, 100%. Besides doing that, I think we've created something that haven't been done yet on this YouTube platform. We've created a squad that not anybody could be a member of. You have to be real. You have to be inspirational. You have to be positive, and most of all, you have to be consistent. You probably see on the show, we fight. We fight for our opinions. We fight for what we believe in. We fight, yes, as a family, but behind the scenes, we love even harder. Here at OBF, the squad, we are not kinfolk. We are straight up family. And I'm proud to be a member. Shay out. OBF for life.